My name is Karen Kohr. I live in Larchmont. So I've lived the life of a nomad. I've lived from one country to another, lived in many different places, and I really feel that I've developed an extended family in the community with all the things that I've been involved in. So I feel very blessed in that way. Well, I've always been involved in, I've always believed and always loved being involved in some community action directed at making a positive change in some way, whether it's at the street level, at the block, or whether it was in a church, working with a group of people to make our lives better and our community better. My undergraduate experience background is in basically environmental planning and policy, environmental science. And when I moved to New York, I was a consultant for the United Nations on developing project proposals on biodiversity conservation. Of course, it was easy to get involved in the schools because of my children, being in the PTA on community service and also helping the mindfulness program develop. So the mindfulness program is helping parents and also their children just develop habits in mindfulness, some silence, some pause in our daily lives, so that as a way to manage our stress and our emotions. And because I don't have a family here, and my church is an extension of my family, so that was an important part of my life. The Pope Francis's letter on our common home back in 2016, and groups in the church were reading that. And that was really the book that really propelled me, that inspired me, that sort of fired me up and made me realize that I needed to make a larger difference on the environment for our community, in the church, and then beyond. It sort of brought different worlds together because it gave me an opportunity to use my background, academic and work experience. It helped me to work in the context, both in the church, in the school, in the larger community, in terms of putting positive environmental action into reality. So now I'm co-chair of the town's sustainability collaborative. My role has sort of expanded in terms of overseeing our volunteer group and helping our town administration and officials in terms of how we can respond effectively, how we can help our state in taking climate action. So that has become my larger focus now, and Love Your Food is part of it. With Love Your Food, I help to spread the word about it at the farmers market. So we have a spot at the farmers market on certain Saturdays where we do community education and engagement around Love Your Food, around healthy yards, around grid rewards, around different environmental initiatives and ways that our residents can live more sustainably. One of the things that I've really been gratified about in this whole experience is seeing how I've been able to influence the younger generations, helping the Homox Middle School to restart their food scrap recycling project, because I've lived here long enough and I've been involved in the whole environmental effort of our community for the past 5 years. I've really seen how it's influenced our young, how the students themselves now are organizing themselves. They are taking action and taking personal responsibility. So that's, for me, the most gratifying thing. I see it in my daughter, I see it in her peers, and that makes me very hopeful. And I think being a pioneer immigrant is very important. I'm the first in my family along with my siblings, to be moving to the U.S. and starting our lives here. I'm originally from Malaysia, and actually I'm going to be a citizen on June 1st. So I'm going to take the oath on June 1st. So it is, that definitely is very important to me, and my Asian heritage is definitely very important to me. And the way that I've been brought up is I've been brought up to really listen, really not to talk, but to really listen to others, And that has really helped me, I think, as an immigrant as well, is that I try to listen and I try to embrace what I hear and I try to adapt. But I don't give up and I persevere because I'm a pioneer. And then you know what pioneers that, you are setting the root. You are setting the root of your whole family. So you have to be resilient. And I think I been able to benefit from living in a country of immigrants. And everybody sort of knows that in the importance of resilience. And they show that because we are all either immigrants or descendants of immigrants. And we understand that you just don't give up, you persevere.